The man in the video changed his mind and was ready to marry, but she didn't have to put him against the wall for it. Deliberately, he was willing to marry her on the next day. Let's have a look at what happened.
Red bean. Like I was saying, I think we should just stay friends, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not ready for a relationship. Like, you know, I'm just not ready for all that right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Damn. Crispy chicken. You say you cooked there? You did there? Cornbread. Cornbread. Cornbread too? This ain't Jip, this from scratch? Lord, shit. And you cook this like this all year round? It stays the same taste like this all year round? Well, I don't know, baby, look. You mind if I take my Air Max off? Look, check this out. I'm gonna take my Air Max off for a couple of years because I've been thinking, since I've been sitting here eating on this, that you might be right. We might do need to get in a relationship because, real talk, I've been hungry lately, and these women I've been dealing with, they, you know, this the taste I've been looking for. So, you want to get married tomorrow? You want to get married tomorrow? Because yeah, that look like that's what's finna happen. I don't want to be single no more. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go and get married tomorrow. And I'm going to bring my little TV and my little VCR that I got, my 4 pair of boxes that I got at the crib with mom, and bring them on over here with you because look like this is my home. Look like I got a phone to have home.
Listen to this.
This the taste I've been looking for. So, you want to get married tomorrow?
As you can see, it's easy to get a man to change his mind when it comes to marriage and relationships.
So after I gave him the ultimatum, he just looked at me in my face and was like, if you feel like you need to move, move. And so we went through 3 months of like chicken, where I had no friends in Vegas, no family in Vegas. I just really blurted that out. I did not mean it. I had no intention. I had no job. I had nothing. I had no plans on moving to Vegas. I thought I was going to force this man to propose to me.
But who told you it's a good idea to put a mature man against the wall? Why would you want to go this far to get him to marry you? Even if he went on with it, would it be worth it? This is the worst strategy to get a man to marry you. It will never work with a man who knows himself.
For 3 months, he was like, do what you got to do. You want to move, move. So the last day I was putting my stuff in the car, he came over and helped me put my stuff in the car. And we putting stuff in the trunk, and I just started crying. I'm like, you really gonna let me leave? He looked at me and he said, have a safe trip.
The biggest problem with ultimatums is that if you give in to one, you'll just get more of them. This man was smart not to negotiate. An ultimatum reveals just how weak the position of the person issuing the ultimatum is. I love getting ultimatums because the opposition has just painted itself into a corner that which there is no escape from. When my husband and I were dating, I told him one time he had to get up. He sat up and said, the only things I have to do is breathe and die, then went back to sleep. Yeah, you can't make a strong man do anything. Exactly what I told my wife early on when we got into an argument, and she threatened to leave. I said we both know where the door is. If you want to leave, just leave.
He doesn't keep a picture of you in his wallet? Dump his ass.
Ryan, if you don't have a picture of me in your wallet, we're done. Show me your wallet. Show me your wallet.
Okay. I don't know if you're ready for that.
Many men recognize the early signs of a potentially problematic marriage. They notice behaviors like their fiancé's difficult attitude or emotional outbursts, leading them to make the tough decision to call off the wedding, sometimes just a day before the ceremony. These men act wisely by heeding the red flags, preventing themselves from entering marriages that could bring unhappiness and turmoil. Though canceling a wedding last minute may seem extreme, it's a sign of strong self-awareness and foresight. By prioritizing their emotional well-being and future peace, these men avoid the distress and challenges of a potential divorce later on. Making this difficult choice demonstrates courage and clarity, as it can be tough to go against societal and familial expectations. However, these men choose long-term happiness, showing that they can make responsible decisions for their lives. Calling off a wedding, although challenging, can be a brave and necessary step toward future well-being, helping to avoid heartache down the line.
There's been so many times where women say to me, it's like, oh, I told him I want a divorce, but hoping he'd come back for me, but he let me pack my bags. So sometimes they file for divorce or take it that far as a way of testing their partner. And if they're with quite a healthy partner, they'll think you mean it.
So many women try to...
I like when she said this.
Sometimes they file for divorce or take it that far as a way of testing their partner. And if they're with quite a healthy partner, they'll think you mean it.
The easiest way to lose a confident man who knows himself is to use this type of strategy. It only works with guys who aren't sure about themselves or are dependent on their spouse. Don't try it with a mature and secure guy because you are going to lose him.
Test their men constantly.
It's an evolution. Unfortunately.
I will let 10,000 women go if they try that. A healthy woman shouldn't be asking for divorce unless she means it. It's a serious matter. A good man, at least in my culture, will tell her to take space, maybe spend time at her parents' home, to think whether that is what she truly wants. They also risk getting the boundary enforced. Guys with a backbone and options won't try to control you. We will just let you go on your way.
Ultimatums in relationships are often damaging, eroding respect, and causing partners, especially mature men, to walk away. An ultimatum, by nature, forces compliance through threat, which undermines the mutual respect and understanding essential for a healthy relationship. Rather than encouraging open communication and compromise, ultimatums breed resentment and coercion. This can backfire, pushing partners further apart. For relationships to thrive, it's vital to prioritize communication, empathy, and mutual respect instead of using ultimatums. Both partners should feel heard and valued, without feeling pressured by threats or demands. Mature men, who typically value autonomy, respect, and open communication, often see ultimatums as manipulative and controlling. Having likely experienced various relationship dynamics, they tend to seek partnerships rooted in mutual trust and collaboration. When faced with an ultimatum, these men may feel that their independence is being threatened, leading to a defensive reaction. Instead of fostering productive dialogue, an ultimatum can stifle communication and make the recipient feel cornered and undervalued. Moreover, mature individuals usually prefer resolving conflicts through thoughtful discussions rather than coercion. Without the necessary empathy and understanding, ultimatums can breed resentment and undermine emotional intimacy, causing the relationship to suffer. The implicit threat in an ultimatum can also backfire, eroding the respect foundation of the relationship. Respect must be mutual. Issuing an ultimatum can signal a lack of regard for the other person's perspective and autonomy. This often leads to a loss of respect from both sides, with a partner receiving the ultimatum seeing the person who issued it as domineering or unreasonable.
I don't want to go to your house. He's like, oh, okay, then I'm gonna drop you back home. And I'm like, what? I cannot believe at this point in my life, I'm like, okay. So then like I had something, okay, at 10 p.m. So then I told him like, oh, can you at least drop me where I'm going? Like, so then I will stay there. He's like, I'm not gonna drive all the way there. You know what I told him via text? I told him like, look, the last thing you will hear from me is that you deserve the people that you're with. Like, you deserve the woman that you're with, because we're talking about a man that he doesn't know what it's like to do effort for a woman. He's like, let's go buy a pack of donuts and we will go to my house. Why? For what? Why would I go to your house? Even if it's not the first time I see you, why would I do that? Guys, can you imagine the shock? So he dropped me back home, okay? And I'm like, okay, thank you for the tour. You gave me a tour in the city. Loved it.
He is not your taxi. Be glad he said he would drop you off by your house. He could have said bye and told you to walk 5 minutes to your house. He is absolutely right. Why would he put effort if he is not getting anything back? Even the birds of paradise dance and perform for the female before they get the action they want. Also, he is not your Uber. Why you ask him to take you to another place? Strange that you still don't differentiate between boys and decent guys and create drama after wasting his time. Poor guy got the wrong girl who is searching for content.